What's up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at Stuttering Craig's podcast from last night. He streamed on Twitch and he was fielding some questions. I think it was just a general podcast kind of about everything, but of course the topic in question was DSP, and he talked a little bit more about that and the interview and just the fallout from what happened with the interview. And he also made a special announcement that he's having yet again another locale on his stream to interview, and I'll let him explain that, and I'll give my thoughts. But essentially, he did talk about the outfall and all that, and he also talked about the little interview that we did the other day with Keemstar. It's a Gundam, and yeah, he talked about that a bit, and he talked a little bit about duty, which is always nice. And yeah, so let's take a listen to hear what he has to say. I'll stop and chime in and give my thoughts. But yeah, let's hear this.
But yes, welcome everybody. Hello. What's the topic? The topic tonight is well, I'll tell you this. This is not what I expected. Not what I expected. I'll say this. So the other night I did a stream that was extremely, golly, you guys blew up Twitch with all the follows. Thank you guys very much. That's insane. A lot of people find it because of the interview, which is great. Thank you guys very much. A lot of new members. Jeez, holy crap. Jeez Louise. Thank you guys. Insane. So the other day, obviously we did the interview on Thursday. And then Friday we did the post show, and I was like, okay, that's it. And then it wasn't it. And then on Friday night, I came in, and there's an unlisted stream, and you can find it over on Twitch. But there's an unlisted stream that is.
Hey yo!
Thanks, Trav, with 500 bits. Let's go, Trav. Thank you very much. There's an unlisted stream where Keemstar hopped on, It's a Gundam hopped on. I was talking with Duty, who is a big part of the detractor community. And
Duty,
I'll tell you what, man, it was nuts. Phil's tax guy came in with the $1.99 super chat, says $5K in business expenses, completely legit. Thank you so much for the super chat, appreciate that. The Lonely Goomba says, that unlisted stream was a bit wild, not gonna lie. Okay, so that's actually kind of what I wanted to talk about, because when I started that stream, I didn't know where it was gonna go, but I'll tell you what, as the title says, that was not what I expected. I did not expect to go down all that rabbit hole. And that's kind of what I just wanted to talk about tonight, because for us, like, we're at the edge, and we're like taking a step back now, right? And the detractor community has been excellent and wonderful. And thank you guys so much for all the Prime subs. Wow! And I see Twitch is just this. Every time you see this is a new follow on Twitch, and it's insane. And if you guys are coming in with your Prime subs, geez Louise, thank you guys so much. But big thanks to Duty the other night, which was amazing. And Duty was like one of the original detractors who was like, this is gonna suck. But Duty's been like really cool. And obviously Keem came in, and Keem was like really interested. Royal World says, Craig and Keem going whale hunting. Well, I'll say this. There has been conversations. We have DM back and forth, which has been crazy, which has been nuts. But
so real quick, I'm going to give my thoughts here. So yes, so as many of you guys know, I had a podcast where we were restreaming. I'm reacting to Phil's mental breakdown about the side-scrollers post-interview discussion, right? And then Keem jumped on, and of course he's Keem, so I let him on, and we had a brief discussion. And then Keem wanted to bring Craig on, which was fine by me. Craig came on, and then we just talked about the interview. We talked about DSP. Keemstar kind of led the discussion. He wanted to know more about the whales and the dents, and just kind of get into the weeds of everything. And of course, we obliged. I obliged. I provided some information and so on. You guys, whoever heard the podcast knew it. So I think, yeah, Craig, for the most part, is a newbie. He's delving into this, but of course, he doesn't want to dip his toe too deep. into this river. So yeah, correct. He's right. He didn't know where this was going. Neither did I. I just thought Keemstar wanted to come in and just talk about Phil and what was going on and talk about the podcast he wanted. That's the extent of it. But of course, Keemstar wanted to know more about, some of the people around Phil. And that's how we got into the discussion of Derek, Timbo, and the whole clown show that is DSP. And the reason we brought that up is because they need to understand that it's not just DSP, it's the whole circus. And I think if you guys heard the podcast, Keemstar agreed. Keemstar finally said, oh, now I understand why he has so many detractors and why they delve into this stuff. He understood it, and he was fascinated by it, and that's why he wants to do kind of this documentary stuff. But yeah, I can sense that it was too deep for Craig. So Craig stepped out about 20 minutes before we ended. And yeah, it got too deep for him, which I completely understand. And the other point I wanted to talk about is, yes, Craig is correct. I was worried that he wasn't up to snuff to handle this. And the reason why I said that was because I was concerned with the things I was hearing from him about, oh, it doesn't matter what I do or say, people are going to criticize me about the interview. And just some of those things that had me worried. And I said, damn, man, this isn't going to work out. It's going to be a puff piece. And I was wrong. I was 100% wrong. And I actually went onto his stream, dropped a super chat, and basically said I was wrong. I apologize. You guys did a great job. And they did. They did an amazing job. And all of the super chats and memberships and everything that they're getting, well deserved, Craig. I'm really happy for them. You know me, Duty loves when the wealth gets shared, and I'm good with that. And yeah, so big ups to those guys. I'm really happy for them. So, okay, let's keep going. That's all I wanted to say about that. I think he unlisted his stream because towards the end it got a little weird. Not weird, but it got too into the DSP vortex, and it was just too much for him. And the funny thing was, it wasn't just the detractors. It was Keemstar too. So discussion was kind of led by Keemstar. So I don't want people to think that this was just the detractors just, spazzing out about, the minutia of DSP. It wasn't. Keem was curious. We filled him on some information, which kind of led to Keem going down that rabbit hole and him being interested in wanting to do a kind of a documentary on DSP. So just providing some clarity back there. And your boy Duty was I was just there for the shit show. I was there to let these giants talk and sort of facilitate and occasionally chime in, just to let them know I was here. So let's keep going.
But the stream kind of went in places that I did not expect for it to go. And we got to the edge, and I was like, okay, now is time where I'm going to take a step back, and that's what we've done. That is what we've done. We're now taking a step back because I think I got to the edge of the cliff, and we're good. And like I said, tomorrow we're going to resume our normal side scrollers programming at 11 o'clock, and like I said, hopefully you guys come in and hang out with us. And but it's been an interesting ride for sure.
And by the way, I know a lot of people started following and giving super chats and memberships to his channel because of the DSP stuff. And I just hope that you guys actually continue supporting this guy because he is very professional. He's a really good guy. We talked a little bit. And, he did a great job. So I think he needs our support. He needs, viewership. So if you did like a membership or you subscribe to him because of the whole DSP stuff, keep subbing to him. You know what I mean? Don't like a week or two later when all this ends and the drama ends, don't unsub. It's like, yeah, give him a chance. He's good. His podcast, the material he does is really good, and he deserves it. He deserves everything he gets. He gets the success. And also the funny thing is I've kind of heard from a few people about kind of, saying, oh, he's just talking about DSP now because he saw that he could make all this money. And I don't think he's like that. I don't think Craig is like that. Yeah, it's nice to have the money. It's a nice boost. It will help him improve his streams. It will help him have more exposure so he can bring more people to kind of on his show. And he deserves that. And people that kind of criticize him for it, I don't think you do what you want, but for duty, I don't think it's I don't think it's I don't think it's accurate. I don't think he's just sitting here talking and he's going to continue talking about DSP because it's going to bring him money. Yeah, it does bring him money, but I don't think that's Craig's bag. I don't think that's him. What it is a lot of people are still talking about it, and there's so much to unpack, and Craig is just trying to fulfill that discussion. Now, this podcast wasn't about all about DSP. Some of it he did announce that he's going to be having Boogie on his podcast for kind of an interview in May. So again, I just wanted to point out that it's not just him talking about DSP just for money. I don't buy that. So I just want to put that out there and say, if you're supporting him and you're a DSP person, give him a chance. Keep subbing, because I'm actually gonna do a membership today when he streams, and I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna keep watching the show. The detractor community, we show love. We show love to people that do good things, that take their job seriously, that and Craig did that. Craig stepped up. Him and Adam, they stepped up and took it seriously. And I personally think, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a DSP detractor, but I think personally they were I think they were fair. And even DSP said they were fair. They were tough but fair. And of course now DSP is changing that because he found out they made so much money, and with Phil, everything is about money for Phil. So all right, let's keep going.
Tomorrow's going to be fun. We're going to laugh a lot, and it's going to be good times. I promise you that. Look at this. Reborn Blader says, I'm sure you're probably getting tired of all the DSP talk, but you did a great job on it, and I'm happy to support you beyond all that Phil stuff. Well, thank you very much. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you very much for the kind words. Raby, I can't even keep up with this. This is just nuts. I legitimately can't keep up with this. I got to turn off follows because the followers are just going crazy. Holy jeez Louise. Golly. Raby says, please accept my apologies. my meaningful style. Please accept my meaningful style buy-in, sir. Listen, Rabies, it's wonderful. I appreciate that. Bricktop says, you and your crew deserve all this, Craig. I can't stay for the show because I have to do my taxes, but I look forward to your next non-DSP content next week. Well, thank you so much, Bricktop. I genuinely appreciate that. Well, I'll say this, man. We are okay. I'm going to give you guys something tonight that I didn't expect doing for a long time. All right. And this is a long way away. But there's going to be a lot more guests along the way, right? So we got Mark the Cyborg coming up. I mentioned James Rolfe coming up. God, you guys are just crazy today. Thank you. But we booked somebody, and it's not going to be till May. I'll say this, in April right now, and I'm booking people for interviews and guests months in advance, which is awesome. It's amazing to think about. But Flash is going to be on the show in early April. You guys are going to blow your freaking mind when I tell you this. Scheduled for early May. Boogie2988 will be on Side Scrollers.
All right, you guys heard it. Boogie will be on. And of course, Boogie doesn't have as many detractors as DSP has. There's not a lot of dedicated channels and stuff to Boogie. But there are a good amount of people out there, some pretty heavy hitters that follow Boogie and do content on Boogie. I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is that they're going to reach out to Craig, very similar to the DSP community, and give him information. I don't think the Boogie interview is going to be as hard hitting or controversial as DSP, and I can envision DSP right now after the interview saying, oh, they gave him a softball question, but they treated me so badly. How dare they? See, they're scumbags. They knew I was the biggest locale, so they decided to use me for money. That's going to be Phil's spiel, and I'll be there to track it and find it. But yeah, I just wanted to share that real quick. He talked about some other stuff on his podcast. But yeah, big ups to Craig, man. I'm really happy for him and his crew. I'm happy for all of the the support, all the increase in his channel. Big ups, well earned. And yes, your boy Duty initially was skeptical, but he has come around and actually thinks that Craig and Adam are true boyfriends and did a great job. So that's all I had to say about this. If you guys get a chance, you know, check out his streams, give him a sub. I mean, that doesn't hurt at all. You know, just give him a sub at least. And, you know, just show him that the detractor community, you know, loves good content. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.